What's going on YouTube? Uh, had a random day off from work today, so I decided why not record a video? And then I decided, you know what? Not only am I going to do a video on a day where I normally wouldn't upload, but let's do a deck that I hate. um, all jokes aside, though, this is definitely not my playstyle of deck, but I know a lot of people are interested in different decks, and of all the blue decks that exist in OP-03, I was about to say 4, it's not there yet. OP-03, this style of blue is unique. So it's not similar to either Ivankov or Dofi splashing the Ivankov package or anything like that. It's a standalone, unique blue deck that we have no access to, like in terms of playstyle. So that is why I chose to do it. Is it a top deck in OP-03? Not really. The necessary ban, by the way. If you didn't know, I live under a rock. The card that was banned wasn't even from here. It was from set 1. Where are you, Kabaji? Set 2, sorry. Kabaji lets you draw 2 cards and discard 1 if you control the 1-drop Moji card. This sounds useless, but remember our whole game plan with Nami is to get ourselves to 0 cards in deck. Once we got 0 cards in deck, we auto win. So with that said, we have quite the stall heavy deck. We never attack with Nami. Her leader ability that lets her mill if you like deal damage to a leader with her is completely useless. So rather than feed your opponent resources, you never attack them. Is it okay to attack their characters? Absolutely, because again, we're trying to stall. So if you can actually trade with board using your leader, go for it. But as you can see, we have a lot of defense, like a lot of defense in terms of our events as well. So attaching down to her is not always worth it. We do have the ability to buy back some of our counters thanks to this Mr. Da's Bones, which if you're wondering is the only reason we're playing this buggy. It will technically get 1 card out of the top 5, so it will help you with your self-mill strat. And can find your events, so if you need to bounce, say, a real big threat, or what we're really using it for is to balance our Kaya. Kaya is our only way to like solitaire on our turns basically, which is why we were playing that Kabaji Moji combo, just because it was something that we can just keep playing over and over again thanks to our own bounce cards for our bouncing our own targets. Again, these overheats that we have will most likely hit our Kaya. We want to bounce her back to hand as many times as possible in the game to help us just keep digging. She is a neg 1, so while you are drawing 2, discarding 2, you're still playing her, so that's 3 cards out of your hand, so you do have to be careful. If an opponent is putting pressure on you, you can run out of defense pretty quickly. But the caveat to that is we have a lot of triggers in our deck. We are playing Deathwink to help us refill if we get low, and then we have the card that's only a trigger is this Impel Down All-Stars card, because we can't use this effect. It has to be if your leader is Impel Down. But we can still draw a card off the trigger, and if we get stuck with it in our hand, like I said, Kaya will let us neg 2 cards from our own hand. We have other cards that let us take advantage of dead cards, such as, not this one, Gum Gum Giant Gavel. It is a 1-cost 4K counter for our leader, which is broken. But we have to trash a card. So again, if you get stuck with dead cards in hand like this, easy way to get some value back. We are running 2 of the Fist cards. Again, it can be used defensively if we really need to, but again, we want to buy this Kaya back. Because we are definitely not as solo player mode as we were before with Kabaji Moji. The Zeph, he will let you bounce something on play. So again, bounce a Kaya, or if you really need to, bounce a character. Again, the Don ability to mill 7 is niche, but again, you are feeding your opponent resources, so you can starve players out by just playing your game plan and having them have to work with whatever they have to try and kill you. Your opponent is basically whenever someone plays into Nami, they're playing with 5 cards less every game. You're never gonna see those life cards. Those are 5 cards that basically get removed from the game indefinitely. So very rarely will you get a Zeph trigger to happen in this deck. But when it does, it will help you go to your self-mill strat. There's nothing else to really say. It is the queen of dirtling. If you like playing defense and alternate win cons to see your opponent just rage, or if you were a mill player in Magic and you just like being scum, you can definitely do that in this game too. So without further ado, let's hop into some games. All right, we got another game, this time into Smoker, which has been picking up some steam. And JP, not sure about this hand. I'm going to try it. Just because I can go Doom, Daz Bones, so we'll just pass. We got lucky, so we got to draw an extra card by being second, and then also preventing Smoker from his God Curves. I'm going to do this just because it's free, trash cards. Just because Daz will get it back. So it's not like I lost anything by doing this play. We'll buggy. I guess we'll take another Daz. It sucks that we lose to Sanju's Pilaf, but that is the price we're paying for playing this. So let's get our Doom back and pass. Good thing is, we know once we get to the very end of our deck, we'll be able to cycle into our win. Again, my opponent not knowing how to play the matchup is helping. So, we'll Doom Spada. Let's start placing those on bottom. I'll take that one. I will use the trigger and bounce back his damage. That's just less swings for him, which is good for me. So we'll attack at his dude. If he wants to keep it alive, all good. Didn't think so. We'll draw 2 here. Would love to find Kaya. I'm gonna get this rubber band back like I said, and pass again. Yeah, this video is gonna definitely have to be sped up. The good thing is, I know enough of what I'm doing to just to make my plays quickly. It does kind of suck for opponent a little, just because he has like no targets he wants to use. More rubber band. There's all. What did I mill? Alright, it's 2 bands in the yard. There's our 4th peel off, because 2 are on the bottom 5 of my deck right now. Let's just draw 2. Again, I don't have Kaya, so I think it's okay to do this. I'm just gonna let him have it. Yep. I don't even think you discard. I think you just play your 7k, personally. Alright. These don't really matter. If it was Kaya, 100% you kill her. I'm not attacking you, so it's not a big deal. But I guess I'll bounce my guy. That turns this off, so he has to attach to. Not like I wasn't going to do it anyway, you know what I mean? We'll take one. I will use the trigger again. Unfortunate for opponent. I have 1 in hand and I've hit 2 off life, so there's only 1 more left. It's just, again, less swings coming at me, so I can keep dirtling away.
So many amazing scents inspired by hotels from around the world, and being able to set my space to feel like a hotel is a dream. Elevate your space and go to hotelcollection.com.
Again, clear his attacker. If he chooses to defend, oh man. Yay me. Well, Kaya, second bouncer back. That's beautiful. That's delicious. Probably get rid of the Death Wing in this. 25. I can just do it again. This one. And honestly, I just think that. We'll bounce our Kaya, play our Daz, get back our rubber band, pass. So now if I were him, I would use pop my Kaya. Unfortunate. Just rubber band. We're getting there. It is taking some time. Daz. We'll Daz again. We'll get these rubber bands. I don't know if I should hold on to the second Gaia. I think I hold her, to be honest with you. There's no world where I just attack life. Again, I think opponents should just be popping my shit, my Gaia. So we'll just bounce her back. I take that. We will use that trigger all day. It's an amazing pickup. 17. Draw 2. I think 5-4 is F here. Bounce Kai back, trash. Pass. 13 cards left. So if there's one big tip I can give you guys for playing against this deck, it is 100,000%. Do not attack early. I should not be this close to winning. Trying to figure out what I do though. Do I play with fire here? Because it's still a little scary, not gonna lie. That's 2 life that I lose if I let this go. I don't think I can, to be honest. Maybe I bounce back my cards. Bounce Daz. And Buggy. And then a Kaya. I will use the trigger. And obviously let that go. I will use that. Trash Impel down All-Stars. Alright, draw. Draw. Oh, this is dicey. I think maybe the second one was a misplay. Fuck. I think I'm okay. I think I go Kaya, 1, 2, and then I win on his turn. Kaya. Yeah, I just went on his turn. 2 life, go. I don't know how it works. I don't know if I have to fully defend or I auto win before damage is resolved. But I think he should just go all in. Oh, he misplayed. Yeah, there's a Gabble. If anybody can let me know down in the comments, because I've obviously never played this deck like that. And then trash. Anyway. Alright, this time I know we have an OP-03 opponent, so let's see what we got here. This is not a bad hand. I'm going to try it. He chose to go first, which is good for me, I think. Is that a whiff on everything? Yep. And I don't think I Kaya, I just pass. They do have access to a removal effect with their 2k counter chef guy. So I do have to be careful with just playing Kaya like that. I was use trigger. That is why we play it. No target yet though for our Daz. I'll draw 2. It's not bad. I can technically mitigate some of my discard with Kaya. If I go Kaya, that's really good. Gabble Deathwing, and then I can Daz Bones, get back Gabble Leader, pass. You really want to cycle like how I did in my last game, these bands in this guy. I'll take one more. That's not a bad pickup at all. I think looking at my life is what matters. I'm not going to hit your life at all, personally. But we'll use that. We'll trash Love. Love is just kind of like a draw. I don't think you get much use out of it otherwise. We're at 29. Jeez. I almost had 2 life already. Let's see if he just gives it to us. These are actually really good in this matchup because it will let him have access to his life, which he would normally not have. I have the Gabble for later, so I can Daz after. I think playing him just so I have a body on board is more important right now. And then I will pass. I might have to use one of these Kaya. Just to say not dead. To not die. Let's see how opponent chooses to play. I think going big or going home is the way to play right now. I think like 2 9K swings is okay. You can do that with 2 down here, 2 down, or 3 down here. So that's 5, and then hold up 2. I don't know. Rubber band man, and then use buggy. You 100% takes a life guy. 2K and 1K. I didn't want to do that. I do want to cycle my Kaya, but I have no choice right now. There's an 8K. It's fine. Yep. Some other DAWs to buy back more rubber bands, I guess. Let's attack here. Okay, just gives it to me, which is good. 7 Don. Let's just think for a second. I'm gonna DAWs. Let me do it first. Buy back a rubber band. Just get rid of beaters off the board. Okay, I don't care. The 7 drop actually does nothing. It's the 10 drop that's scary right now. I don't think I peel off yet. It's too early, and I don't want to be tapped out on 1 life. So I think Kaya is fine here. Get rid of this. Toss modes? And I think I fist this guy and then hold up like that. Just clear and have less pressure coming my way. I'm doing good as far as like the mill plan's going. I'm at 23. Again, if he plays the 7 drop, you take a life, obviously. I'm not gonna trash my last life for you. See how he chooses to play this turn. Yeah. I gotta lie, playing this deck feels so scummy. I think that's an easy overheat, and then bounce my Kaya. Grant my opponent a life. You basically put a card on the top of your deck to the remove from graveyard. It's been exiled. I'm not gonna attack here, so what I can do is, this is a 6 Don play, that'll still leave me 3 Don, and I still have 4 cards I can use for counter. So I can go like this, trash Buggy and a Deathwink, play this dude, bounce my Kaya back, trash cards, my 18, it's a Kaya in the trash. I think that's what, 2 Kaya? 2 Kaya in the trash, and then 1 in my hand. I'm at 18. Still gotta be careful here. But like I said, I'm gonna pass with 4 events. Up, go. I do wish this deck had blocker. The mayor guy, I think from the town that Buggy destroys in the first couple of chapters, he's a blocker that trashes on KO or some shit like that. I think that's worth playing. Gee willikers, Batman. I can counter till for 10. Jeez. I think that's the play. Gavel. Trash. I do have to be careful what I trash. I think it's Spada. Trash 2. And then Deathwink. And then take the Katakuri hit. This goes well. I hit a card that lets me draw. I don't hit well. Sad. Yes, use trigger. Okay. Problem is, I obviously don't do much, so he's only used 1 2K counter. It's a very good chance that Mommy lives here. I'm at 13. This is 2 to 11, 9. Rubber band is 1. Puts me to 8. I don't think there's a conceivable world where I don't die. I think I peel off for sure. Okay. Easy Kaya. Discard 9. Trash is 2. I can put, man. Try to do math, but apparently he's had enough. Got a match against Black Luffy, which I haven't seen before. I'm gonna go second just because it's black. It is an awkward hand, to be honest with you. I think we can do better. It's not terrible. That hand had no interaction with itself. I had no 1-drop counters for bones. Sad buggy is sad. That really sucks. So we'll go like that. Pass. That was real tough. We don't have a lot of hits, like I said. It's literally just the events and DOS bones for buggy. So is that 12? Oh, and the fist card, so 14, I think. Take. We'll just peel off and pass. I can gavel for free here and then just buy back. I think one attack is okay. Now I think he should either swing big or don't swing at all. Like I said, I think it's a pretty big misplay. Let's Spada, and we'll put these on top. I'll take another peel off. He'll probably play, what, Kuzan? Or so? I don't really care. I'll peel off to get those two cards in. And then for Gavels, I have discard fodder. I don't think it's worth bonesing, so I'm just going to pass. If it's one thing you guys take away from this video, besides that this deck is stupid, it's that you should 100% not attack early. I wish I could show you guys, but this deck is not that popular, so I don't really get to find many games with it. I discarded a band and an overheat. No Kaya, and then bottoming 2 kind of sucked. I do it early just because I have bones, like I said. Let's see what he decides to do here. Plays another Borsellino. Blocker doesn't matter, guys. Attack for more. I'm never going to attack you. I guess we'll bones. We'll take Gavel just because I have discard fodder. I guess we'll do this. We'll bounce bones back and trash and pass. That's a double overheat now. Yeah, I'm down 2 overheat, which is kind of annoying. But hitting too early peel off wasn't bad. We're getting there. I think my... maybe I wait? I'm not sure. On using an event here and I take 1. I get to do this combo of Gavel Bones plus Overheat to buy it back at least a couple times. So Gavel, trash. It's a Fist. There's a Kuzan. If he doesn't get Wise fast, this is going to be a pretty easy game. You have to use these to attack my guy. Tashigi for what? I don't even know. There's our other 2 peel off. That's no bueno. Don't draw any. But we still have bones. We get Gavel. And pass. So I might take 1 just to see if I can draw a Kaya. There's still 2 left. There's definitely no more peel offs left. So I think I take 1. No trigger. I think I use that. Shanks. Barf. That sucks. So I can no longer do my play. Wow, wow, wee wow. What's this effect? Oh, he can just attach all of that. Well, at least I get to use this effect. So, let's Gavel. I guess we can get rid of an Overheat since I have nothing else now. And... a Love. That feels bad, man. Maybe I should have overheated the DOS bones. I was not expecting this at all. Yeah, let's... Love. Cool. Okay, that's not awful. It's not great. Let's DOS bones, get Gavel. Let's attack for... leaves me 6. Yeah. Let's attack here. Nothing else to do. Okay, and pass. I could rubber band that. Lovely. It's kind of dead again. Sucks. 20. Let's gavel the overheat. It's kind of annoying, I guess. 20s, I could take that. I mean, regardless, I'm gonna take a hit, right? Let's just take it. That's not awful. Do I even have hits left? There's a Deathwink. I have Deathwink in my hand. That's fist. 3, 4, 5. Well, he doesn't really count. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, if I buggy now, I'm just gonna live. There's only like what, 4? 4 cards I can hit potentially, maybe. I'll do it just because it helps me get down. Thankfully I hit, so I actually got a card back. But yeah, I want to get down in card size so that this Deathwink actually does something. 1. And pass. 14 cards. 2 life. I need a lot to go well in these next couple cards. This is a draw one. I go like this first. Start placing on top. Like that. Resolve. Rubber band, I'll lose 1 Kaya, but I'll draw 1. Puts me at 13. Pretty sure I'm close to the peel-offs that I bottomed a while ago. Buggied twice, so I put 4 on the bottom. There's 9 cards. Finally decided to attack big. I think it sucks. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go like that, resolve. I'm at 10. Take this one. Doesn't attack me. Interessante. Gavel's 2 on my turn. Oh, I 100% win, right? Peel off. I'm at 3. Am I 1 short? Motherfucker! LOL. I think I lose. XD. I think I lose. Because Gavel will get me down to 1. Yeah. I'm 100% sure there's nothing left I can hit now. This buggy whiffs. Yeah, if I had extra Dawn, I win. I do it this way to trash 2 instead of drawing 2, right? I bounce Sky back to hand, I get an extra 2, I put myself at 1, I think I have 1 Dawn left, the Gavel wins me the game. Fuck! I wasn't counting. Oh, never mind, I got there. Never mind. Pass. This is just bonus at the end. We ran it back. I had the nuts turbo mill. Like, I had the best openers you could have wanted, and every trigger was a draw 2. He Fujitori'd me, which kind of sucked early, but my nuts, I hit the nuts. I had all the nuts. Nuts was me. And nuts was I. Holy shit. Yeah. Gavel. Discard here. Trash. Gavel. trash, and then trash. Yeah. So I guess it happens before damage is resolved. But GG. Holy. Alright guys. So that was Nami. Most non-interactive, boring shit I've ever played in my life. Super cringe, awful. Feels so bad when you're playing against this deck. This was not good for the metagame at all. For those people who cried boo-hoo that we didn't get to try her while she was at the most optimal, you're fucking on crack. You hate humanity and you just want to see people cry. That is why you wanted to play that deck. I had no fun playing this because it just feels bad, man. Like, I don't even like doing this to people. That's how bad this feels. Because even with the nerf, this deck can still run really well. Like in that last game that I only showed the ending for, I fucking like. I didn't have to counter as much or like have him interact with me as much, just because I was turbo milling off of Kaya, bouncing, and then I hit draw 6 off my life basically because of impel down all stars triggers, peel off trigger. I hit 2 of these and 1 of these. Like, that's so dumb. And then I got Kaya like a billion times because I bounced her with Zeph. I overheated her. I fisted there at the end. Like, this is not good. This is gross. So for my outro, for the people who actually stick around to watch the whole video and like want to learn, do not attack Nami early if all you're going to do is attack for 5 or 6. Make her commit more cards out of hand. 7 is the minimum, and even then, depending on how much Dawn they have open, it doesn't feel good to do. So 7's the minimum. 9 is ideal because that pulls a lot of cards from them, because this will cost 2. And then obviously they don't have a lot of 1k counters, guys. It's literally 4, 8, 12, and then 2k, and there's nothing else but events. So if you want to learn how to play against this deck, do not attack early. Do not just give her free mill. Make her work for it. Because again, there are so many trigger effects that just let you draw a card. This doesn't look like draw 2, but it's draw 1, mill 1, which is the same thing because that's what we want to do. So this is 1, this is 1, this is 1, and this is 1. They have 16 trigger cards that will let them dig 2 cards deeper. It's just this might, if this is as popular as I expect it to be in the West, because people like this janky shit, come set 3, yellow might be in a hard spot. It's not easy for yellow to play around this early. Yellow, I do like, has access to ways to hit its life to help itself. But other than that, it feels awful. What else can I say? So don't give her cards early. Don't let her mill early. Let her work for it is the way you play around it. But as you can see in the games, like, I did misplay a little bit. And that last one, thank God, RNG saved me. But this deck has so many different ways to just win. The fact that you don't even have to resolve damage, which I think is, I think they should have rotted that rule. That way Nami can't just win and not care. Like if I in that situation, if I didn't have enough counter it and I'm at 0 life, I think I should still lose. I don't think it's fair that the mill happens before damage resolution happens and they win the game no matter what happens. I think that's just bad design in my opinion. You could disagree with me. I don't think this type of deck should be a meta deck or something that people have to play around for, just because it's really hard to do anything to this deck. Against the black player in that last game, he Fujitori'd me. I discarded 2 and I still didn't have to worry. Like, even discard didn't really stop me from winning the game. So I think a rules change needs to happen, or lack thereof, because there's not a lot of clear distinction in this game, unfortunately. So I think Bandai needs to step in with their rules committee and change that for the better, just so that this deck doesn't feel as cheap. But that's the video, guys. I'm going to be covering more set 3. So stay tuned for that. The reason being is that I don't think there's much left to show you guys for set 2. If you guys want to see more, let me know. Tell me what you want to see in set 2 down below. I'll do more videos, but I think I'm going to start our set 3 coverage, sorry. Just because we're about 2 months out. Sounds far, but like before we know it, Treasure Cup will be here and gone, and we'll be all prepping for set 3. So I like to get a head start. I like to talk about the decks I like to play. And I thought I'd rather just get this one out of the way quickly. But that's the video, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.